Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for the full moon and lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius for the month of May 2021. That full moon and total lunar eclipse will be with us on May 26th at 7:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So do check your personal time zone and see when you may be able to view that lunar eclipse full moon. Some of us will be able to see it, some of us won't. But if you are able to see it, that will be a totally magical experience. I have seen total lunar eclipses before in my life, and they are truly beautiful to see those shadows moving over the moon. During a full moon, we always have heavy emotions, things come to the surface, and we definitely have a lot of revelations and reveals that go on. But during a full moon with a lunar eclipse, we're going to feel like a large sense of release, renewal, regeneration after, letting some old things go. And I think it has a lot to do with the realm of truth, understanding, awareness, because Sagittarius is a sign of expansion, optimism, pushing past boundaries. It's a sign of learning and teaching our personal philosophies, and also of physical and spiritual intellectual travel. So it's a very multifaceted sign. The other thing that's very interesting about this time astrologically to me, Pisces, is that Jupiter, the sign that rules Sagittarius, has moved into your sign until July 28th. And that is a very powerful position, because before the discovery of Neptune, Jupiter was considered the ruler of both Sagittarius and Pisces. So I feel that this, kind of Pisces, Jupiter, and full moon Sagittarius alliance or, alignment is really bringing up a lot of your personal power. It's helping you to step into some power in a way that you have not done for 12 years, because it takes 12 years for Pluto to make those transits all the way through the signs. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as we go through this. As always, Pisces, it's wonderful to have you here at the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate it to my new and returning subscribers. And if you have not yet done so, I always invite you to reach out there, hit the subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. We would love to have you here. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information regarding the card decks that I use, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all of those links and information are below in that description box. So let's go ahead and jump into your cards. We're going to do a past, present, future layout. I will be using 2 lunar oracle decks and 2 tarot decks to get your messages today. And we will be looking at the past, 28, 30 days, the past full moon cycle, where we are currently with the energy of the Sagittarius full moon, and where we're going in the future, the next 28 to 30 days, full moon to full moon. So let's tune in, Pisces. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Pisces out there. Let's see what we have for them for this full moon eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius for May 2021, please. Wow. Ooh, I love these cards, and I love the cohesive color that's coming through here. I'll show you what I mean. So the first card coming out, that is the immediate past. That's the last month cycle or so. So first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. There may be something in your life, Pisces, that you could be at a midpoint at, or have been at this midpoint, where it's like, okay, I've gone about halfway into this thing. Should I keep going? Or should I go ahead and just stop while I'm ahead and do something different? So you may feel that you've had those commitments coming up to be tested, signs from the universe that maybe you should think about it before you continue or not. Take that, of course, as it resonates, because these are general readings. And Pisces, if they don't resonate with you, you may want to check the placements in your personal natal chart. Find things like your moon sign, Venus sign, etc. That's going to give you even more messages out of these readings. So let's clarify the first quarter moon for Pisces, please. Yeah, and I really think Pisces, in a lot of ways, like, you may have released something. If something was just too painful or too challenging, if it didn't make you happy, if it wasn't making you feel good about yourself and where you were going, you may have released it. And it may have been difficult to do so, but I actually think that if you were in that kind of position, it felt better. Like, the pleasure of letting it go was greater than the pain of releasing it, if that makes sense. And so I feel like, if you released something, even if it hurt, even if it was kind of like, oh, I hate to do it, it's like once you did it, you're like, oh, I feel so much better. It was like this big weight off your shoulder. It was a huge transformation. In the center, what's coming up around this Sagittarius full moon is the full moon of Scorpio energy. Interestingly enough, our last full moon was the Scorpio full moon. And so I think that there's been a carryover here. You may feel like you really had some big cycles or some big stuff that you were working through over this last month. And so in a lot of ways, I feel that those lessons kind of materialize and integrate deeper into your life and into your everyday routine as we step into this full moon of Sagittarius. Now, what's interesting, I was going to say about the colors of these cards, is all of them are purple. All of these Moonology cards, every one that I pulled, the 3 that I initially pulled, all of them have this purple color around them. And that purple color, it relates to the crown chakra, the highest chakra in the physical body. And so to me, this is messages from the divine. This is connection with spirit. This is really being kind of an open channel to allow your intuition to guide you very strongly. And yeah, this is a time to release any old negativities, any old resentments, grudges, things that have just been kind of heavy on your mind or your heart, because Scorpio energy is very deep. It's a very incisive energy. It goes well below the surface, and it really is, as well, a sign of psychological healing and growth. So let's get a clarifier on this Scorpio card for Pisces, please. Wow. I mean, this is so nice. Like, I feel like this is just the fullness of this coming around for you. We've got the Hunter Moon, the Abundance card on this. So I feel like any kind of work you do to heal old pain, old wounds, old negativities, it really has a very, very positive effect. It's like your work, your effort is really blessed. And I'm going to remind myself, yeah, the Hunter Moon is the October moon. And interestingly enough, October is also when Scorpio season starts. I'm just saying, Pisces, this could be a super powerful time of the year, as well as an energy that's happening for you. Because when we get to October, the Hunter Moon is the Taurus full moon versus this Scorpio full moon that has brought you some very intense and I think deeply transformative experiences. Going into the immediate future, another violet purple toned colored card. Look at that. All of these were this purple color for you. Full moon, pure full moon energy, surrender to the divine. So I feel like the doors are open. The emotional floodgates are flung wide. Pisces, I feel that you're really in that mode of kind of just letting go and trusting one day at a time that you're going to be in the right place at the right time. You're going to make the right choices for yourself. And not overthink, not overanalyze. Only, think about it and plan enough as is wise and logical to do so, but then don't worry about it afterwards, right? Let things work out. Let them play out very organically. So let's get a clarifier on this full moon. This is quite a nice reading. I like the way it feels. Supermoon of attraction. Wow, Pisces, full moon and supermoon coming up for you. Look at that. I would say over this next month, don't be surprised if your emotions are very high to the surface. You may be wearing your heart on your sleeve even more than usual. You may be feeling things on such a strong level. I think my early degree Pisces folks will feel this even more because Jupiter is in those first degrees of your sign right now. And wow, it is drawing things out of you. You're going to need sometimes just some safe space to release a lot of those emotions, whether you need to cry it out, talk it out, whatever it is you need to do to just release it, because I feel like at times these emotions may be very overwhelming. But on the whole, I think this is very positive for you because it feels like clearing. It feels like such a major release and just stepping into this very intuitive power for you. So let's get some clarification. We're going to go even deeper in these readings and these messages with the tarot. So Spirit, let's see what we have for Pisces for the full moon in the tarot, please. Yes, and I do. I think that you're going to have good plans. I do think the logical side of you will be integrated into the whole. We do have this Knight of Pentacles, so something that you may have been working on, you know, once you released something out of your life, it really cleared the way for you to start making bigger plans, making more practical plans for growth and movement, whether maybe it meant moving to a new home, taking on a new job, trying something different. You've been planning this for a while. This is something you've, been thinking about. It's like, look, I know where I want to go. And you're really setting yourself up in a good way. Like you're not just jumping into it without doing any research. You've been doing it. You've been doing it, Pisces. So let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles for you. This is the most successful Knight of the Tarot. This is the one that gets there. I feel like you've had a lot of decisions to make, and it's probably been a little overwhelming getting all this done. You've been really busy. Like, you've just been busy with that Seven of Cups. You've had a lot of options. And right in the center, on top of the Scorpio moon and the Hunter moon, right in the middle, our current energies, there is that Two of Swords. So you may as well still be right now in this middle of some decision making. Again, this is important. Don't overthink. Don't overanalyze your situations. Make your choice. Do what's right for you rather than trying to make everyone else happy. That's not possible anyway. You know, what's that saying about you can please all the people some of the time and some of the people all the time, but you can't please all the people all the time? That's what you're working with here. So please yourself, Pisces, and whoever's happy for you, that's a good thing, right? Those are your support system. Let's get a clarifier for the Two of Swords for Pisces. Four of Swords, there it is. Don't overthink, don't overanalyze. If you're feeling confused, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed with ideas or options, take a little break. Take a breath, tune in, feel what's right for you. Four of Swords is definitely that take a nap card. It's definitely a take a break from the battle. Absolutely. Going into the immediate future, though, on top of this full moon and the supermoon card, we have our King of Swords. King of Swords is a nice Aquarius energy, and it is the master strategist and planner. So I do think that what really emerges after this full moon and over the course of the next month cycle is that you're really releasing a lot of emotion. You're coming back full circle to yourself, and you're really emerging with a plan that's going to give you freedom, make you feel a lot more liberated, and doing it in a way that's not too overly emotional, right? You're gonna be emotional at times, but then I think there's another side of you that's gonna emerge here that's very logical, that's very practical, that says, yeah, this just makes sense to do it this way. Let's get a clarifier on the King of Swords, please. Yeah, the Devil, honeys. Got some Aquarius and some Capricorn energy in this. So I feel for you, this is freedom. This is liberation from old routines. I feel honestly for a lot of my Pisces, this could literally be either you going into business for yourself, becoming kind of an entrepreneur, or quitting a job that you don't like anymore and going to, you know, pursue a career that does make you happy and does excite you. The interesting thing about the Sagittarius energy of the full moon is that it highlights that 10th house of Capricorn for you, and it does bring those issues of greater career and higher ambition to the surface. The Devil card being a Capricorn energy is a lot about the career at large and the work that we do out in the world. To me, this is like that combination of planning to have a job that makes you feel yourself, that feels authentic to you. And yeah, the Devil is also about freeing yourself from those old limitations or joyless routines. Wow, Pisces, I like this reading for you very much. So let's get an affirmation on this for you. Look at that. Yes, the angel of action. Leap into action here, Pisces. Take action towards your destiny. This is certainly not going to be much of a time for sitting around. I do want you to take some time to sit around if you can, a little bit. With that Four of Swords, you are going to need some time out. This message, I will say, this particular message has emerged for a lot of the signs during this reading, is that there's a real need for balance between activity and relaxation, because I feel this next month there's just going to be a lot of movement. People are going to be just going and moving and shaking, and so you really do need to balance between action and rest, right? There's really that need for you and a lot of folks right now. So I hope you have an amazing full moon, Pisces. This is a beautiful reading, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Take care.